Hello, strong people. That's a big shard of metal on the road. It is week 5, day 1 of Battle at the Bridge, All-American Pro-Am Prep. I'm recording the opener in the car because I believe I'm going to have some people in the garage again hauling out some of the remaining yard sale stuff that we didn't get sold. So, don't want to have to talk over them, and that's fine. But we got some pressing tonight. And if you watch Saturday's video, you know that I was like, Saturday training day uploaded yesterday, so Saturday, Sunday, whatever. But you know that I was concerned about my low back, and it feels fine. So I think I did the equivalent of like sleeping on it wrong, but I just positioned myself weird and it pinched something, or it was tight for the remainder of the day or whatever. But I feel fine. I don't feel anything, so I'm still going to keep, be aware of it in case something feels a little bit off today. But we got pressing today. I thought it was going to be a bit of a deload. It's kind of a deload. It's not a deload. It's, I forget what the exact numbers are, but we're going up to 345 on the axle for like 3 plus or something. So three reps plus as many as I can get. And then log is like a few sets of 3. So it's still going to be heavy. But the real heavy stuff is going to come in the next 4 or 5 weeks after this week. So I'm anxious to see where I'm going to be rep-wise with 345, because I do plan on doing false grip. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure, because I think for 1 rep, I do think that grabbing the bar normal is maybe better. Maybe not. I don't know. The thing I like with false grip is my wrists don't get tired, because my thumb isn't like all cranked back from trying to grab the bar. So in my head, I should be able to do more reps with a false grip, but I don't know for sure. So I think I did something similar to 345 for reps a few weeks ago. So I'll have to look back to see what I got or what it was, and try to beat that. Because if I can beat that and still feel good, then we're good. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what's after log, but we'll find out. So stay tuned. Oh, I feel like I do that a lot. In like the second half of the video, I open the camera, I'm like, like a loud, weird sigh every time. Oh, I need to stand up. Oh, so, that was off program, but I had to do it to know. It was to kind of prove a point to myself, and just kind of solidify what I'm doing the next 5 weeks out, rather than messing with techniques. So, what was that? What did I do? 272, 318, I think. The second number in my program, it was 3-1 something. So I don't know if it was like 310 or 315. It was something like that. I'd put on 318. So the 0 was missing, or the 5, whatever it was. That's fine. I knew it was 310 or 315 or something. So I was pretty close. But top set was 345. And like I say this every time, but just why it's a weird number, why it ends in an 8 or a 3 is because the bar is 68 pounds. So it's I ended up having to do 348. I never go under. I could have done 343. I never do that. I don't like it. So I do 348 instead of 345. I did it false grip first time. I don't like it. I cannot find the position. Nothing feels right. I have to mess around too much with it in the rack position. I'm losing energy. I'm thinking the whole lift. It's really frustrating. With all that being said, I still hit that for 4 reps. The positioning felt terrible. I don't know if it wasn't wide enough, whatever it was, but it just didn't feel good in my hands. So I went, I might have been able to fight for 5, but my stability is terrible with that. So I did 4, dropped it immediately in my head. I'm like, I'm doing this again. I got to know if my normal grip, non-false grip is any better. Take a couple minutes, come back, way less energy. Like I was pretty hyped up for that set of the first set. Felt fine the whole set, but it wasn't there. Hyped up, whatever, music blasting. The next set, the one that I wasn't supposed to do, I was supposed to just do 1. I was more level-headed. I didn't attack it. I was just like, let's just see what happens here. Got 6. Lockouts were a little bit They could be better. I just didn't hold them. No real reason other than I just didn't. So 6 reps at 348. I looked back a couple weeks ago. I did 343, I think it was, for 4 reps. So to hit 2 more, slightly heavier, big win. After another set, I should mention, after one set of 4, already at 348. So I'm just going to send those to my coach and just say, hey, I ain't doing false grip. It ain't happening. I don't like it. I don't understand. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense compared to what I've done my entire lifting career. So I understand it works for some people. I don't like it. I need to grab the bar to feel the weight through my forearm. Otherwise, it just feels like I took my elbows, cut off my forearms, and then put like a peg leg, but like a peg arm on my forearm, and that's what I'm pressing on. I don't feel any connection. Over time, I think I'd be able to get used to it, but I just don't think it's any better. I don't get it. I feel like my triceps are more engaged, the regular way, non-false grip. So I think that kind of put the nail in the coffin on doing false grip for the rest of prep. So now we just got to move the weight. Cleans felt great today. Now I know this is a lot lighter than what I will have to clean at the show, I would imagine. What I just did there is probably a little bit below my opener, maybe right around there. I don't know, but we'll see. But next, I think I have log strict press. I'm pretty sure, like 4 sets of 3. Because I did an extra set on that, I'm not expecting log to really go that great. Shoulders bother me a little bit. I am being a little bit hesitant on the descent, on bringing the bar back down to rack position. So going to get that looked at Wednesday. Just a chiropractor, probably some sort of electro stimulation thing, stuff. I don't know. Something to make it feel a little bit better, break up whatever might be in there, whatever's going on. So we'll see. But on to log. Let's do a set and then we'll talk. Oh, God. 3 sets of 10 and an AMRAP. I think pause at the chest, too. You know, I came into, well, not, like, after I realized what the program was, I was like, it's not a deload. It's not deload. So, that one extra set on axle took it on me a little bit. I don't think it's out of the question that I would have done what I did the second set on the first set. I could have had 7 or 8. Believe it or not, like I sometimes come in setting like unrealistic goals just because I'm just like, if I set an attainable goal, it feels, I would rather aim high and miss than aim a little bit lower and hit it. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but I came in, was like 10 reps, make it happen. That would have been a big PR. I'm not saying I could have done that, but I think I could have gotten 8. But who knows, I didn't. So instead I broke it down, I guess, not intentionally, but 4 in the first one, 6 in the second. 10 total reps at 348 pounds. Pretty good. All right, next set. I'm struggling right now. Energy tank is empty. I'm struggling. And those log strict press sets were tough too. The positioning, or the, what do you want to call it? There's a word for it, but oh, the groove, kinda. We'll go with that. The groove from like an axle to a log in terms of bar path, those are the words I'm looking for. Axle, I think I'm a little bit more forward. Compared to log, the balance of the log, I can lean back a little bit more. And you could tell on log strict press, I was losing it forward a little bit here and there. I think that's just because I did axle first. With that being said, log strict press is so much easier. I don't think I recorded my first set because it was a little bit lighter. I kind of worked up to it a little bit, worked up to 300 pounds. I think I did 4 total sets at 300 and 1 at 280, I think. I honestly don't remember at this point. Oh God. But that first set I did, oh my God, I felt like my head was gonna pop. I don't know what it was, but it's just like, whew. Every set after that was fine. I almost called it early, because my shoulder wasn't feeling that good, I'll be honest. It's clunky. It's something ain't right. And I'm torn between kind of go push through a little bit and pull back. I don't really know. This time I kind of met in the middle. I didn't push it super heavy, but I could tell I wasn't like giving each rep my all. As we went, I got a little bit more confident, but it just didn't. The shoulder didn't feel good like the whole time. It didn't feel the worst, but it definitely didn't feel great. But all things considered, 4 triples at 300 strict press after all that axle, not bad. Struggling. Need food. I'm done pausing. Extra long pause. So, if you made it this far in the video, I posted a YouTube short, was it yesterday, day before? Something like that. But it was kind of poking fun at some of the comments I get. It's I think it's my most recent short if you look at that. But it's it's me deadlifting at the last competition, and the caption's like, doesn't all that heavy lifting hurt your back? And the next slide is like, it was kind of a stupid, like it is, it's a stupid kind of like baity post, and it kind of worked. I mean, I didn't mean it that, like I meant it literally. It's just like, yes, I might hurt myself, but I do it deadlifting like 700, 800 pounds. You do it, the average person picking up something like your everyday object off the floor. There's a difference here. And then another thing, it's just like, that was kind of the main thing. Someone else always says, yeah, when you're my age, you'll really feel it. I'm like, do you feel like crap? Because if you feel like crap and you didn't do any of this stuff, what's the difference? I've mentioned this before. It's one of my biggest complaints, biggest pet peeves. They're always like, wait till you're older, wait till you hit 30, wait till you hit 40. I'm like, you stopped doing stuff. You just existed after that. You worked, you came home and sat on the couch. We tell old people like it's the whole use it or lose it type of thing. If you don't keep moving, you're going to lose the ability to move. If you don't keep lifting, keep strong, you're not going to be strong. I don't get it. I try not. I don't say anything most of the time because the people just don't want to hear me complain about it. But it's the truth. They're like, oh, wait till you get old. I'm like, when I'm old, I'm still going to try to deadlift 600-700 pounds. I hope I'm still able to do that. We all end up, they're like, oh, wait till you end up, I'll see you in the nursing home. I'm like, if you'll see me there, that means you're in there as well. So what did you do to get there? Did you deadlift 800 pounds? I can almost guarantee you didn't. So if you're in there and I'm in there, what's the difference? We both got there the same way. You got there by doing nothing. I got there because I just got old. What's the difference? What are you talking about? If you can't tell, this stuff fires me up. They're like, oh, I hurt so bad all the time. I'm like, what do? Do you do anything to help? Do you Do you run? Do you lift weights? Do you do anything to stay somewhat fit or active? Well, no. I'm like, well, then it's your own fault. Makes me so mad. I could keep going about that all day long. But I won't. I don't know. I want to, but I won't. I'll save you guys from it. All right, one more set. All right. I'll call the video there. I still have all those thoughts going through my head about, oh, when you're my age, it's gonna hurt. Wait till you get older. You're really gonna hurt when you're older. I'm like, how many people do you know that hurt? Anyway, it doesn't make any sense. We all get old. We all end up dead. What does it matter? I'm gonna do all this cool stuff, or at least what I think is cool, while I can, while I have the body that's able to do it. It's all gonna break down eventually anyway. When I'm 80, whatever. What's the difference? People were like, oh, look at Ronnie Coleman, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, Ronnie Coleman had a bunch of botched surgeries. Don't blame heavy lifting on him being like that, because they can't think of any other people. That's just the go-to. How many people, I don't know anybody else. Like, look at the old World's Strongest Man winners. Kazmaier, now granted he had a heart issue, but not physically. Physically he's okay. Magnus Ver Magnuson, perfectly fine. I'm trying to think of who else. Big Z, perfectly fine. Brian Shaw, perfectly fine. These guys lifted for decades at one of the heaviest sports in the world, and they're fine. Where's your evidence to support? Oh, you're gonna really pay for that someday. Ed Cohn, same thing. Look at Arnold. He's pretty good shape, and he's like 80 years old. All right, that's enough. I blabbered enough. That's my rant for the day. So I gotta do some other accessories, whatever. But I don't have the energy to keep talking to you guys, so. Unfortunately, we have to deadlift tomorrow. I don't have a rest day in between because Wednesday I gotta go to the chiro to get the shoulder looked at. So, until tomorrow, until the next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.